Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Let's start with IELTS listening module, and we are going to solve one test which is up to the latest trend of IELTS listening. By the way, there is no latest trend in IELTS listening. Sometimes you appear in exam, they give you old test. Old test, how to identify old test? No more than 3 words. No more than 2 words. No more than 3 words. That means old test. And if it is 1 word only, that is the recent pattern. Recent means 4-5 years old. And no more than 3 words, that is 10 years old pattern. Okay? So sometimes they mix the tests. Like part 1 is going to be 1 word only. Part 4, no more than 3 words. So you should see, that is why whenever you practice from Cambridge IELTS book 1 and then book 17. Book 2, then book 16, book 3, then book 15, so that you can have a fair practice, and if they give you old or new, you are ready for that. Anyways, let's make a start. We have this listening test, and there is listening part 1, and here the title, they've written here, complete the notes below. Now, this sentence will always tell you about the type of questions you are doing. So the type of question is notes completion. Notes are incomplete sentences. In part 1, by the way, we have notes completion, table completion, sentence completion, or any other thing like that. So this one is notes completion. Write 1 word for each answer. And have they mentioned any number? No. So it means there will not be any number. Answers will contain 1 word only. Classroom, how many words? It's 1 word, classroom. Okay, so you should be careful in that case. And when it is 1 word only, even if there are 2 parts of 1 word, write them all together. Classroom, I mean, even if you get confused, classroom, separate or together, if it is 1 word only, always write it together. Okay, easy life cleaning services. Whenever you read this title, you have to switch on your imagination. Easy life is the name. Cleaning services means they clean. Now, what do they clean? They might clean your house. Within the house, they can clean the sofa, they can clean the floor, they can clean the carpet, they can clean your kitchen and all that. So, cleaning services means the services where they can clean anything, right? Not you, but any part of your house. So, easy life cleaning services. Have you switched on your imagination about cleaning services, vacuum cleaners and mops and this and that and all that? Basic cleaning package offered. Now, they have some packages. Basic cleaning package offered. Cleaning all surfaces. Underline the word surfaces. And whenever they use the word surfaces, it means audio has reached here. So, tracking the audio is very, very important. If you are going with the audio on the question booklet, you are highly likely to find the answer. And if audio is ahead of you, or you are ahead of the audio, in that case you are likely to miss the answers. So how to do it? Very simple. Where there is no question, just underline a word there. Now surfaces, whenever they use the word surfaces, will be clear that now they have reached here. Next, cleaning the dash throughout the apartment. I mean, cleaning the dash means something which is present throughout the apartment. Cleaning the dash throughout. Now underline the word throughout. They can use the word all over, right? Or we want you to clean the carpets all over the apartment. Clean the carpets all over the apartment. What will be the answer? Carpets. Okay, so just focus this word and you'll find the answer.
Part 1. You will hear a man phoning to inquire about a cleaning service for his apartment.
Hello, Easy Life Cleaning Services, Jacinta speaking.
Oh, hello. I'm looking for a cleaning service for my apartment. Do you do domestic cleaning?
Sure.
Well, it's just a 1-bedroom flat. Do you have a basic cleaning package?
Yes, for a 1-bedroom flat, we're probably looking at about 2 hours for a clean. So we do a thorough clean of all surfaces in each room and polish them where necessary. Does your apartment have carpets?
No, I don't have any, but the floor would need cleaning.
Of course, we do that in every room. And we do a thorough clean of the kitchen and bathroom.
Okay.
All right, we'll do that in every room. He said floor. And then he said, we do that in every room, bathroom, this and that. So the answer is floor. I want you to listen to it again, this part.
Part 1.
Bedroom flat. Do you have a basic cleaning package?
Yes, for a one-bedroom flat, we're probably looking at about 2 hours for a clean. So we do a thorough clean of all surfaces in each room and polish them where necessary. Does your apartment have carpets?
No, I don't have any, but the floor would need cleaning.
Okay, I don't have any, but floor would need cleaning. So then,
Of course, we do that in every room. And we do a thorough clean of the kitchen and bathroom.
do that in
Okay.
every room. Do that. That means floor cleaning. You know the words like it, that, this. These words are very important. They always refer to something they have said before, and that thing is related to the answer. So the correct answer is floor. Flour. Thank you. Okay, thank you. That was just a hello testing mic check. Now we go on. Second headline here, additional services agreed. Every week. Now every week they're going to do something. Cleaning every week. Cleaning the dash. Underline the word cleaning. So what is it that they are going to clean every week? Right? It's going to be it's going to be an item which is used at home, or it is going to be the part of a house. For example, cleaning the lawn. Right? Every week, for every week they can use the word weekly, on the weekly basis, or after 7 days we will clean your lawn and all that. Okay? That's right. Now let's listen to it.
Then we have some additional services which you can request if you want. So, for example, we can clean your oven for you every week.
Actually, I hardly ever use that. But can you do the fridge?
Sure. Would you like that done every week?
Yes, definitely.
All right, oven is the right answer. Okay? Why not oven? Because he doesn't have oven. Exactly. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Chale, ab kaam tez ho jayega, okay? So he doesn't have oven, right? That's why correct answer is fridge. How will you spell fridge? Yeah, fridge. Okay. Which is full of meat. Okay, question number 3. Ironing clothes dash only. Look here. Ironing clothes dash only. Dash only means it's one item of clothing. For example, ironing clothes, ties only. Ironing clothes, coats only. Ironing clothes, socks only. Do you iron your socks? No? Very bad. How many of you iron your socks? No one? Alright, to make them hot and all that. Okay, I was just joking. You don't need to iron your socks. But लेकिन धो लिया करें. ठीक है, बाकी खैर है. Yeah. So, let's see. Ironing clothes dash only means one item of clothing. So, I play.
And would ironing clothes be an additional service you can do?
Yes, of course.
It wouldn't be much, just my shirts for work that week.
That's fine.
My shirts for work that week. So answer is, and he said it wouldn't be much. My shirts. So answer is shirts, and only is already written. Do you understand? Now listen. 2 languages are going on simultaneously. One is the language of this booklet that you are holding, and one is the language of audio. And these 2 languages are somewhat different, but they are same. You understand? Different in wording, but same in meaning. Wording is different, meaning is same. So this is what you need to learn, that how 2 languages which are different in wording and phrases but same in meaning, so how these languages work. Let's go on. Question number 4. Every month, now there is something which will be done on monthly basis. Every month, cleaning all the dash from the inside. Now they are going to clean something from the inside. From the inside means that thing can be cleaned from the outside also, but they want them to clean them from the inside. Okay, I play this audio.
And we could also clean your microwave if you want.
No, I wipe that out pretty regularly, so there's no need for that.
We also offer additional services that you might want a bit less often, say every month. So, for example, if the inside of your windows need cleaning, we could do that.
Yes, that'd be good. I'm on the 15th floor, so the outside gets done regularly by specialists, but the inside does get a bit grubby.
All right. So, yeah, windows. Put them closer. Yeah, how will I catch them? Thank you. Answer is windows from the inside. He's on the 15th floor. So outside is not possible. He wants the windows to be cleaned from the inside. So the answer is? Okay, now tell me, if you write window, singular answer, will that be right or wrong? Why? Because all the dash. All means plural. Exactly. You guys can do one thing. Okay, let's just go on. I go on to question number 5. Washing down the dash. Simple. Washing down the dash. Okay, washing something. Washing down something. All right? Wash down.
And we could arrange for your curtains to get cleaned if necessary.
No, they're okay. But would you be able to do something about the balcony? It's quite small and I don't use it much, but it could do with a wash every month or so.
Yes, we can get the pressure washer onto that.
All right, we can get to pressure wash onto that. That goes back to balcony. That's right. So learn these words, that, and that goes back to balcony. Washing down. For washing down, they use the word pressure wash. You know what pressure wash is when you get your car serviced. So answer is, and how do you spell? B-A-L-K-O. Yeah, balcony. Okay, that's right. Balcony. So far so good. You know, if you start well, IELTS listening part 1 will prepare you for IELTS listening part 2. And IELTS listening part 2 will prepare you for 3, and 3 will prepare you for part 4. Okay, so you need to, make sure in part 1 you get 10 by 10. Other possibilities. They can organize a plumber. They means that company. So for the company, they're using the word they. They can organize a plumber or an dash. Very simple. Plumber or an dash. Now listen, it's going to be another profession. And they have written an. An means answer will start with the vowel. Plumber or an. And for example, if they say, we can organize a plumber, I'm afraid to say we don't have any carpenter available with us, but we can also provide you a cook. Answer will be cook. Why not carpenter? Because they don't have carpenter, right? So just listen. It's not that whatever they say after plumber, that is your answer. You got to listen carefully and decide. Question number 6.
Now, if you're interested, we do offer some other possibilities to do with general maintenance. For example, if you have a problem with water and you need a plumber in a hurry, we can put you in touch with a reliable one who can come out straight away. And the same thing if you need an electrician.
Right, that's good to know. I've only just moved here, so I don't...
And the same thing if you need an electrician. Now, the challenge is the correct spelling of electrician. E-L-E-C-T-R-I-C-I-A-N. Absolutely. Yeah, otherwise, usually in part 1, they don't give such difficult words. Electrician. Right? Sometimes people write shun, S-H-U-N, shun, or like dictation, T-I-O-N. Okay? Yeah, C-I-A-N, electrician. Anyways, question number 7. A special cleaning service is available for customers who are allergic to. Now tell me, this is what we call collocation. Absolutely. People are usually allergic to, that is the answer. See that? People are usually allergic to dust, right? Allergic to something. So, this is what we call collocation. Sometimes the collocations can help you find the answer even without listening to, but you must listen to the audio. Anyways, let's see. Allergic to. Now, just see people are allergic to. Some people are allergic to animals also. Yeah, some people are allergic to cats. They are allergic to dogs and all that. Let's see. Question number 7.
And I don't know if this is of interest to you, but we also offer a special vacuum cleaning system which can improve the indoor air quality of your home by capturing up to 99% of all the dust in the air. So if you're troubled by allergies, this can make a big difference.
Right, in fact, I don't have that sort of problem, but I'll bear it in mind.
Dust, right? She said 99.9% and all that. And they did not choose the word dust allergy directly. Have you noticed one thing? They use the word dust and say if you have that kind of problem. Please listen to it again.
And I don't know if this is of interest to you, But we also offer a special vacuum cleaning system which can improve the indoor air quality of your home by capturing up to 99% of all the dust in the air. So if you're troubled by allergies, this can make a big difference.
If you are troubled by allergies and all that, so that is dust. Let's go on. Information on the cleaners. Now cleaners are the workers who will come to clean your house. Okay, information on the cleaners. Before being hired home, the cleaners, before being hired, all cleaners have a background check carried out by the, now listen, who carries out the background check of cleaners? It can be some company, it can be some organization, someone carries out that background check. Background, you know what is background check? What is your name? Where are you from? Where do you live? Where is your ID card? Do you have any criminal history or anything like that? So we call it background check. Okay, now just listen, who is going to conduct that background check, that investigation? Who is going to conduct that?
Now, can you tell me a bit about your cleaning staff?
Of course. So all our cleaners are very carefully selected. When they apply to us, they have to undergo a security check with the police to make sure they don't have any sort of criminal background.
Security check with police. Now listen, the word with and by, they are same here. Security check with the police and background check carried out by the police. Understand, background check is replaced with security check. Background check and security check, I told you two languages are going on simultaneously. Okay, security check and background check carried out by, answer is police. Okay, pulse, Punjabi, yeah, Punjab pulse. Okay, yeah. Next, question number 9. All cleaners are given dash for 2 weeks. Tell me the answer. Training. Okay, maybe, why not? All cleaners are given salary for 2 weeks. All cleaners are given. Now, whatever they give for 2 weeks. Now, for 2 weeks, they might use the word 14 days. Right? Or they can use the word fortnight. Fortnight also means 2 weeks. So, whatever is given for 2 weeks, that will be your answer.
And of course, they have to provide references as well. Then if we think they might be suitable for the job, we give them training for it. That lasts for 2 weeks, so it's very thorough.
We give them training. And have you noticed one thing? That lasts for 2 weeks. That means training. So unless you understand this link, you will not be able to find the answer. We give them training that lasts for 2 weeks. That last means training lasts for 2 weeks, and lasts for 2 weeks means for 2 weeks. Okay, all clear? Okay, very good. Question number 10. Customers send a dash after each visit. Feedback. Yeah, feedback. Customers send a dash after each visit. Let's see. Now, what is the word that they use? See that if you only guess what kind of answer is going to come, you can easily find what is the answer. Now, over here, question 10, customers send a dash after each visit. We understand customers send feedback. Right? Now, not feedback, they might use any other word for feedback. There would be a similar word for feedback, and that is going to be your answer. Okay, let's see.
But we monitor them very carefully. We ask all our clients to complete a review of their performance after every visit and to email it to us.
Review. Okay, after every visit and email it to us. I play this one again.
But we monitor them very carefully. We ask all our clients to complete a review of their performance
to complete a review of their performance after
every visit.
After every visit. So answer is review. Okay, singular or plural? Why singular? A is given. So you should be careful about these things. If A was not there, then you could write singular or plural. But A is there, that is why you should be careful. Okay, let's take our starts. IELTS listening, and we are going to solve this test together. There he is. So, okay, listening section 1 or listening part 1. Target should be 10 by 10. Right, in part 1 and part 4 and part 2 also. It's only part 3 which is going to confuse you a little. Part 1, 2 and 4, you can get 100% there. Part 1 and 2, they are average. I mean, they are not very difficult. And part 4, I'll give you some good techniques for part 4. So you can get even maximum there as well, right? Part 3 can be confusing. Yes, only one question type will be confusing in part 3, that is multiple choice, right? So otherwise, other than multiple choice matching, I'll give you nice techniques for that as well, right? So let's take a start. Section 1, complete the notes below. Then they say write one word and or a number for each answer. So instructions are one word and or a number, and question type is note completion. In part 1, mainly you get notes completion, but sometimes you get multiple choice as well. So don't be afraid, it's all normal, pretty normal. If you get multiple choice in part 1, option A will be 1980, option B 1985, option C 1990. Options will be very, very short. So that's going to be very easy, okay? Now, cycle tour leader. Imagine bicycles, colorful mountain bikes, and tour leader of bicycle. Like there are 10 cyclists and one leader. So they are Nazim, okay? Or their leader who is going to lead the whole cycling trip or bike trip. So cycle tour leader, applicant inquiry. When they use the word applicant inquiry, it means there is a job for bicycle tour leader that you have to take some children on a tour, on a bicycle tour, and applicant inquiry. And you can see one example is given. So they will play the audio from the beginning and then they will not stop. In the past, they used to stop. That example audio, they used to play and stop and then they used to start. But now they start directly. Okay. Question number 1, about the applicant, wants. Now listen, when they say wants, everything goes back to applicant. So you will read it like applicant wants a dash job. A dash job means type of job. For example, applicant wants a full-time job. Applicant wants a part-time job. Applicant wants a permanent job. So from here we understand it's going to be the type of job. Right? Applicant want. Now, they are not going to use the word applicant in the audio, but there will be a lady. She will say, well, I'm looking forward to a full-time job because I don't want to do anything part-time. So I'm looking forward means applicant wants full-time job or part-time job and all that. Again, remember, it's 80% your ability to understand the questions and 20% your ability to understand the audio. And if you don't understand the questions, you understand the audio, 100% useless. Do one experiment. Play any good audio of IELTS and don't follow any booklet. Just listen and you will realize you understand 100%. Yeah, you'll realize that apart from few words in part 2, part 3, you will realize I understand everything. But the main thing is the questions. So if you don't understand the questions, you will not be able to find the answers. Now I play the audio. Please listen and give me your answer when the audio stops. Control your mouths, okay? Don't say anything, don't yell anything when the audio stops. When I ask you, then you tell me. If you tell me the answer as the audio goes on, I'll fine you 100 rupees. That will go to student welfare. We will see the weak students and we'll buy them some snacks, biscuits, candies and all that. अगर किसी को ड्रिप भी लगवानी हुई तो लगवा देंगे, okay?
Hello, Pembroke Cycling Holidays. Bob speaking.
Oh, hello. I've seen your advert for people to lead cycle trips. Are you the right person to speak to?
Yes, I am. Could I have your name, please?
It's Margaret Smith.
Are you looking for a permanent job, Margaret?
No, temporary. I've got a permanent job starting in a few months' time, and I want to do something else until then.
So the answer is? The man asked, are you looking for a permanent job? She said, no, temporary. I'm already doing a permanent job starting from this and that. So the answer is temporary. For correct spelling, you can pronounce in your own way. Tempo, T-E-M-P-O, temporary, R-A-R-Y, rary. Okay, temporary, like Yasin says to ready, rary. It's got R problem, right? Childhood say ye. Okay, this is one of his problems. So temporary. Answer is temporary. And if you write wrong spelling, your answer is wrong, absolutely wrong. Okay. Now let's go on. Will soon start work as a who? Applicant. And there's a lady who is the applicant. So she says, very soon I'm going to start working as a dentist. Answer is dentist. Okay, so let's go on.
What work do you do?
This will probably sound crazy. I used to be a lawyer, and then I made a complete career change, and I'm going to be a doctor. I've just finished my training.
Right.
So, lawyer. No. Anyone? Lawyer? Lawyer, huh? No? Doctor. Excellent. So that was past tense, right? When she said doctor, please listen again.
What work do you do?
This will probably sound crazy. I used to be a lawyer, and then I made a complete career change, and I'm going to be a doctor.
I'm going to be a doctor. Will soon start. Now, in part 1, they checked your ability to understand tenses also. Right? Will soon start and I'm going to be, they are future. I was a lawyer. I used to be a lawyer. That is past tense. Very good. Doctor is the right answer. Okay, has led cycle trips in. Now it means location. Right? Has led cycle trips in America. Has led cycle trips in Australia. It can be location, name of a country, name of a place, name of a city, and all that. So who has led cycle trips? Applicant, and that lady in the audio. Okay, so let's go on.
And have you had any experience of leading cycle trips?
Yes, I've led several bike tours in Africa. The trip to India that I had arranged to lead next month has now been cancelled. So when I saw you were advertising for tour leaders, I decided to apply.
Okay.
So, India. What happened to India? Cancelled. Exactly. Once you understand this thing, IELTS listening will become easier, because this is what we call trap. And in listening, there are so many traps like that. Okay? So correct answer is Africa. English, Africa. Not Africa. Africa. Okay, let's go on. Next, there is a point without any question. So when there is a point without a question, you will not read it, but you will just underline one word there. Now over here, which word will you underline? Families, absolutely. Now question number 4. Is currently doing, who, by the way? Applicant. Applicant is currently doing voluntary work with members of a dash club. It's going to be the name of club, whatever it is, right? Yeah. So let's see what is the name.
Now, we normally have 2 or 3 leaders on a trip, depending on the size of the group. Some tours are for very experienced cyclists, but we've got a tour coming up soon in Spain, which is proving so popular we need an additional leader. It's a cycling holiday for families. Would that suit you?
It certainly would. I enjoy working with children, and I probably need some more experience before I go on a really challenging trip.
That tour includes several teenagers. Have you worked with that age group before?
Yes, I'm a volunteer worker in a youth club where I help people to improve their cycling skills. Before that, I helped out in a cycling club where I taught beginners.
Well, that's great.
Cycling club? Not youth club. Cycling club, huh? She said before that I worked. I worked, which tense is it? Past. So it's not cycling club, it's youth club. Just check the tense. Is currently doing. Now she said I used to work, or I worked with a cycling club, but now currently she's working with a youth club. So answer is youth. Do you want me to play it again? Good. Let's go on. Question number 5. Available for 5 months from the 1st of dash. Very simple. Month. Right? And they can confuse you. They will say first, well, if she's going to say, well, I'm afraid I'll not be able to join you from 1st of April as I am busy, and the 1st of May is also difficult. What about 1st of June? Say, okay, that's fine. Or if they say from 1st to 15th, I'm doing this. So whatever they say, you just need to see one thing, and that is that lady is available for 5 months. From means starting from. So the starting date is going to be the answer. Let's see.
Now, the trip I mentioned is just for a fortnight, but there might be the possibility of leading other tours after that. Would that fit in with your plans?
That'd be fine. I'll be free for 5 months. My job is due to start on October the 2nd, and I'm available from May the 1st until late September.
Good.
I'm available from May the 1st. So she said May the 1st or 1st of May. That is the answer. Clear to everyone? And she used a couple of other dates as well, but they were not relevant. Sure. I like it.
Now, the trip I mentioned is just for a fortnight, but there might be the possibility of leading other tours after that. Would that fit in with your plans?
That'd be fine. I'll be free for 5 months. My job is due to start on October the 2nd, and I'm available from May the 1st until late September.
Good.
Okay? I'm available from May the 1st until late September. Right. Let's go on. Can't eat dash. See, nakhre bhi karegi. Right? When she's going to join the company. So there is something that she cannot eat. If she says, I'm a vegetarian, so she can't eat meat. Right? Whatever she cannot eat. So, and for can't eat, they may use the word I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to fish. Means can't eat fish. Ke machhi nahi khandi hai.
Now, is there anything I need to know about the food you eat? We usually have 1 or 2 people in the group who don't eat meat or have some sort of food allergy, so we're always very careful about that.
Yes, I'm allergic to cheese. Would that be a problem?
No, as long as we have enough notice, we can deal with that.
That's great.
Okay, so answer is cheese. Cheese. Yeah? I'm allergic to cheese. Yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Let's take a start with IELTS listening. If you are going to be attentive and active, you will get the formula of getting 9 band in IELTS, right? Because we will solve one full test, 40 questions. And if you understand all 40 questions and everything, you can easily get 9 band. Not a big deal actually, right? Because I'm going to elaborate all these things in great detail. So, 2 important things you need to understand. The first thing is how to read and understand the question. And the second thing is on the basis of your understanding of the question, how to listen to the audio. How to anticipate the answers in the audio. Once you understand these 2 things, you'll easily find the answer, right? We'll go on. This is test number 1 from Cambridge Official Guide to IELTS. There is a wonderful book. It's called Cambridge Official Guide to IELTS. And this is test number 1 from there, right? So let's take a start. Part 1, questions 1 to 6. Complete the notes below. This sentence will always tell you about the question type. So the question type is notes completion. Write no more than 2 words and or a number. No more 2 means maximum 2 words and or a number. 2 words plus number, 1 word plus number, only 1 word, only 1 number. It means that. Clear? Now, let's go on. Preston Park Run. Now, Preston is the name, Park is Parak, and Run is Run. Yeah, not Punjabi Run. Yeah, okay. Preston Park Run. Right? Preston is the name of the park and run. And I tell you one thing, it's not necessary that you say Preston. I don't know the meaning of Preston. You don't need to know that. It's only park and run means more like a marathon where people have to go for running and all that. Now, switch on your imagination. Think about running. There are people who are running and all that. Next, they say question number 1. Start of run in front of the. Now, the real game starts here. Underline in front of the. For in front of the, they can use anything. I mean, any synonym of that. In front of the. What are the synonyms for that? In front of. Maybe in front of, for example, in front of something, in front of the bank, outside the bank. Listen, in front of the bank, for example, answer is bank. In front of the bank, outside the bank, before the bank, at the bank, even they can use at the bank. Or beside is not in front of. Beside is different, okay? So now you're just going to focus any synonym of in front of and your answer will come right after that. All good? Now I play the audio.
Good morning, Dave Smith speaking.
Hi, could I speak to the organiser of the Preston Park Run?
Yes, that's me.
Great. I was talking to some friends of mine about the run, and they suggested I contact you to get some more details.
Sure. What would you like to know?
Well, they said it takes place every Saturday. Is that right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great.
Do you know where the park is?
Oh, yes, I've been there before, but it's quite big and I'm not sure where to go.
Well, there's a circular track that goes right around the park. The run starts at the cafe, goes past the tennis courts, then twice around the lake and finishes back where it started.
The run starts at the cafe. Start of run is cafe. And then they talked about tennis court and finishes and lake and all that. But your answer is, where does the run start? Okay, all of you have written the same answer? No, listen. In front of the is already written. Now, if you write in front of the and at cafe, your answer will be wrong. Because you have, whenever you fill in the blank, you have to see grammatically, logically, your answer should fit over there. Right? So the answer is going to be just cafe. In front of the is already written. After that, you will write cafe. And one more thing. In IELTS listening and IELTS reading, never try to write article. A, an, the, some, never write that. Just write the nouns. That's it. So the answer is cafe. Okay, next is time of start. Time of start means the beginning time. Right? And then they have mentioned here just question number 2. Now, whenever there is time, you can write time in any format. For example, answer is 10:30 a.m. So 10:30 a.m. should be written as 10 dot or double dot 30 a.m. And if a.m. is already written, then you will not write it. Okay, so whatever it is, let's just see that. The question is time of start. And focus the word begins. It begins at.
Okay, and what time is the run?
Well, the actual run begins at 9 a.m, but the runners start arriving at about 8:45.
Okay, so I need to get up early Saturday morning then.
So? 8:45. Yeah, chor phadya gaya. Yeah, I know. I wanted to catch him. Huh? Who said 8:45? You don't understand. Okay, the correct answer is 9 o'clock. Run begins at 9 o'clock, but the runners start coming at 8:45. Okay, yeah, so the correct answer is 9. And 8:45 is trap. And after writing a trap answer, you'll be double confident. May aap suniya si. Yeah, 8:45, you'll be very, very confident. So that is a trap answer. Okay, come on, this is fine. Yeah, we have to be smiling all the time. Next, length of run. Now remember, length of run can be either in meters or in kilometers or in miles. Meters, kilometers or miles. So it's going to be something like that. Let's see. And again, there'll be a trap. They might say last year it used to be, right? And now it is. And for example, if they say last year it used to be 1 kilometer, but some people wanted to run more. So this year it's 3 kilometers. We have added 2 more kilometers. They say 1, 2, 3. What's the right answer? What's the right answer? 3 kilometers. Exactly. Last year used to be 1 kilometer. But some people wanted to run more. So we added 2 more kilometers. Now it is 3 kilometers. So whatever it is now, that will be the answer. 1 and 2 will be that. There are 2 traps here. I'll check you. Okay? Let's see.
And how long is the run?
Well, it used to be 3 kilometres, but most people wanted to do a bit more than that, so we lengthened it to 5 kilometres. We now go round the lake twice, and that adds an extra 2 kilometres.
Right.
So
Not sure I've ever run that far, so I'd bet...
What's the answer? No! It's 5 kilometers. Exactly. Last year it used to be 3 kilometers. Then some people wanted to run more. So we added 2 more kilometers. Please listen to it again. It's very, very simple.
And how long is the run?
Well, it used to be 3 kilometres, but most people wanted to do a bit more than that, so we lengthened it to 5 kilometres. We now go round the lake twice, and that adds an extra 2 kilometres.
Right.
It's extra 2 kilometers.
Not
okay?
sure I've ever run that far, so...
Okay, so the answer is 5. And kilometers can be written as km or kilometers. But if you write your answer without km, it will be wrong. Clear? Because it doesn't mean what 5. Okay, now we go on. At end of run, volunteers scan. You know, whenever you go for run or anywhere, they scan something. Right? It can be the card or they scan something. Now just keep in mind the word scan. They're going to scan something.
That's a good idea. But it's not a race, it's really just for fun. And the best thing would be to take it easy the first few times you do it, and then see if you can gradually improve your time.
Is the run timed then? How do I know how well I've done?
When you cross the finish line, you'll be given a barcode, and you take this to one of the run volunteers who will scan it. Then you can get your time online.
You will be given a barcode, then you'll take it to run volunteers and they will scan it. So what will they scan? Barcode. Now barcode can be written in 3 different ways. Barcode as one word. B-A-R-C-O-D-E. Second, barcode with a hyphen. And third, bar and code separately. But if it is one word only, then you must write it together. Whenever there is one word only, whatever the word is, write it as one word. Okay? So barcode is the right answer. Now we go on. Question number 4. I told you there are 3 options. Barcode as 2 words. Barcode as one word. Barcode with hyphen. So it's all up to you. All 3 ways your answer will be correct. Okay?
That's a good idea. But it's not a race, it's really just for fun. And the best thing would be to take it easy the first few times you do it, and then see if you can gradually improve your time.
Is the run timed then? How do I know how well I've done?
When you cross the finish line, you'll be given a barcode, and you take this to one of the run volunteers who will scan it. Then you can get your time online when you go home.
Oh, I see.
Okay? Good. Let's go on. Best way to register. Now listen. Whenever they use the word best way, they will tell you a couple of ways to register. Or for registration, they might tell you a couple of ways. And out of that, they will say it's best or it's the easiest way to register. Whatever they say best or easiest, that will be your answer. For example, best way to register. They can say you can register online as well, but it is the easiest one that you visit our office and register there. Something like that, right? So I play the audio.
I see. That's great. So, how do I register?
Well, there are several ways. I could take your details over the phone, but it's much easier if you do it using the website.
Okay.
It's much easier if you do it using the website. So website, much easier. Much easier means the best. So, let's go on. The correct answer is website. Website should be written as one word, but over here it's no more than 2 words, so you can write web, site, both ways it's right. Okay, cost of run, and then there is a pound sign. So pound sign means you will not write currency sign. You will only write the amount. And if the amount is, let's say it will cost you £3.75. How will you write it? 3.75. And if currency sign is given, never write currency. So let's start. Question number 6.
Oh yes. Does it cost anything to register, or do you collect money each week?
Well, it doesn't cost anything to register, but we do charge for the run. In fact, we have just increased the charge to £1.50. It used to be £1, but because we were making a bit of a loss, we have had to increase it by 50p.
Okay, thanks.
So,
I think I have enough information.
1.50. It used to be £1. It used to be means past. Hua karta tha. right? But because we're making some loss, so we increased it by 50p. 50p means 50 pennies. So the answer is 1.50. आपका हिसाब ही सही नहीं है, ठीक है? ये आपका हिसाब किताब ही सही नहीं है.
Oh yes, does it cost anything to register, or do you collect money each week?
Well, it doesn't cost anything to register, but we do charge for the run. In fact, we have just increased the charge to £1.50.
We've just increased the charge to £1.50. अब आगे बोलेगा.
It used to be £1,
It
but
used to
because
be
we
a
were
pound.
making a bit of a loss, we have had to increase it by 50p.
Okay, now these are traps. £1.50, £1, 50p. I mean, you got to see what's the right answer out of that. Now, let's go on. We've got questions 7 to 10. Complete the notes below. Notes completion. Write no more than 2 words and or a number. Notes completion, no more than 2 words and or a number, same thing. Maximum 2 words, minimum 1 word. Word plus number, only word, and all that. The title is volunteering. Volunteering is to render your services without any monetary benefits to a good cause. So they say contact name, Pete Dash. Pete Dash means first name is given and last name is missing. And if the name is unusual, they will spell it for you. So let's go on.
You mentioned volunteers. I have a friend who is interested in helping out. Can you give me some details so I can pass them on to her?
Sure. Well, you need to ask your friend to contact Pete Morn. He manages all the volunteers.
Okay. I didn't quite catch his surname. Was it Morn? M-O-R-N?
No, just a bit more complicated. It's M-A-U-G-H-A-N.
Right. Thanks.
See, it's a bit complicated. M-A-U-G-H-A-N. Right? G-H-A-N. First she spelled, but then he said, no, it's not that. So you got to be careful. Next phone number, very simple. You can just write it easily.
And could you give me his phone number?
Yes, just a moment. It's here somewhere. Let me just find it. I've 2 numbers for him. I think the one that begins 01273 is an old one. So use this one. It's 01444 732900.
Okay. Got that.
Okay. All right. So 01444 means 01444, right? And then 732900. Clear? Good. And you just need to see. They say something and they change it. For example, when is the meeting? It's going to be held on Monday. Oh, I'm sorry. They changed the schedule. It's on Tuesday now. So you should change your answer. And during your listening test, don't use eraser. That you first wrote the number, oh, I'm going to erase it, then I write it. No, just cross it and write it again. Because this question booklet will go to the dustbin. Your answer sheet will go to the examiner, right? So you should be careful about it. Answer sheet, not the question booklet. Okay, let's go on. Activities. Setting up course. And then question number 9. Dash the runners. One thing is setting up course. Second is dash the runners. You have to do something with the runners. Advise the runners or help the runners or anything like that. So question number 9.
Can you tell me anything about the volunteering? Like what kind of activities it involves?
Sure. Well, we need volunteers for basic stuff like setting up the course. We have to do that before all the runners arrive.
Okay, so that's a really early start.
Yes, that's right. But if your friend would prefer to arrive a bit later, she can also help with guiding the runners so they don't go the wrong way.
I see.
She can help with guiding the runners. So answer is Guiding, exactly. Guiding the runners. Clear? Guiding the runners. And by the way, even if you write guide the runners, grammatically it's correct, so your answer is fine. But you should write the word as you listen in the audio, so guiding the runners. Guiding will be the answer. Okay, next is question number 10, dash for the weekly report. Now, dash means content for the weekly report. Means you need to give something for the weekly report. It can be any assignment, any content, anything like that. Now, let's see.
I believe you do a report on some of the races.
Yes, that's right. In fact, we do a weekly report on each race, and we always try to illustrate it.
Okay. Well, my friend really likes taking photographs. She's just bought a new camera.
Actually, that would be great. I don't know whether Pete has anyone to take photographs this week.
Oh, I'll let her know.
Okay, good. Could you ask your friend to phone Pete and let him know?
Yes, I will.
Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What's the answer? Photographs, exactly. Take photographs, taking photographs, only photos, photographs for weekly report, right? Okay, that's fine. Okay guys, we are going to make a start with IELTS listening part 1, and there are 10 questions which we are going to solve, and I'll play the audio one by one. I'll read the questions one by one so that you guys understand entirely whatever it is. In actual exam, they will not play the audio one by one. For part 1, they will play questions 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, and then questions 6 to 10. In part 2 also, questions 11 to 15 and then 16 to 20. In part 3 also, questions 21 to 26 and 27 to 30. And part 4, they will play all the audio at once, questions 31 to 40. So I've done it all because I need to elaborate certain things so that you guys understand. Anyways, we start with this test. It's listening part 1. Complete the notes below. Complete the notes below means question type is notes completion. Then they say write one word and or a number for each answer. So one word and or a number, answer can be cup, answer can be 2 cups. 2 is a number, cup is a word. Okay, so it can be like that. Well, after that they've written here Buckworth Conservation Group. They have a group that is conservation group. Conservation group is a group that protects the environment. We call it conservation group. Conservation park, conservation wildlife park and all that. A park where they protect the wildlife. Okay, Buckworth is the name of the group. Okay, then they say regular activities. And in regular activities, the first thing is beach. Now, your visualization, your imagination is going to help you a lot. If they say beach, if you imagine beach, you can understand the situation. There they say making sure the beach does not have dash on it. Now, you need to make sure that something is not present on the beach. So, beach does not have dash on it. It can be, for example, beach does not have garbage on it. Beach does not have trash on it, trash, garbage or anything like that. Okay, so this is the first point. Now underline does not have. Does not have. And now you will listen to the audio carefully and they will use synonym of does not have. And that can be anything. For example, if they say make sure the beach does not have garbage, or make sure the beach is free of garbage. Make sure there is no garbage on the beach. Free of garbage, no garbage, and all that. Now I play the audio. Please listen and answer question number 1.
You will hear a woman called Jan phoning a man about their local conservation group.
Hello?
Oh, hello. My name's Jan. Are you the right person to talk to about the Buckworth Conservation Group?
Yes, I'm Peter. I'm the secretary.
Good. I've just moved to this area and I'm interested in getting involved. I was in a similar group where I used to live. Could you tell me something about your activities, please?
Of course. Well, we have a mixture of regular activities and special events. One of the regular ones is trying to keep the beach free of litter. A few of us spend a couple of hours a month on it. and it's awful how much there is to clear. I wish people would be more responsible and take it home with them.
I totally agree.
So, litter. Yeah, make beach free of litter. Make free. Now see that this is part 1 and it's complicated. So you need to pay more attention. Sometimes complexities start from listening part 1 as well. How do you spell litter? Double T or single T? Double T. For this one, L-I-T-T-E-R, litter. Now just focus the word make free. I'm playing it again.
You will hear a woman called Jan phoning a man about their local conservation group.
Hello?
Oh, hello. My name's Jan. Are you the right person to talk to about the Buckworth Conservation Group?
Yes, I'm Peter. I'm the secretary.
Good. I've just moved to this area and I'm interested in getting involved. I was in a similar group where I used to live. Could you tell me something about your activities, please?
Of course. Well, we have a mixture of regular activities and special events. One of the regular ones is trying to keep the beach free of litter.
Trying to keep the beach free of litter. So make the beach free of litter means does not have litter. Okay. Huh? Litter is kuda, karkat, okay, garbage. They use 3 words. One is litter, one is trash, one is garbage. Yeah. Litter and trash, they are British and American. Okay. Question number 2. No dash. Now just focus the word no. N-O, no. They can use the word no, they can use the word not. Right? If, for example, if in the audio you say, children are strictly prohibited. What does that mean? No children. If they say children are not allowed, no children. If they say you can't bring children, right? Or make sure you don't bring any child, something like that. So just listen to this thing.
I'd be happy to help with that. Is it okay to take dogs?
I'm afraid not, as they're banned from the beach itself. You can take them along the cliffs, though, and children are welcome.
Right.
So, is it okay to take dogs? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not is a very polite way to refuse. Can I come with you? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid doesn't mean no, it's not that. I'm afraid is a polite way to say no. Okay, so what is the answer? And what about children? They are allowed. Yeah, they said. Listen again.
I'd be happy to help with that. Is it okay to take dogs?
I'm afraid not, as they're banned from the beach.
Okay, so in the question, is it okay to take dogs? I'm afraid not. So that means no dogs. Very good. Okay, next one is nature reserve. And you can see there are 2 bullet points without a question. So you will not read them carefully. You will only skim read and underline a word. For example, in the second one, they use the word nesting boxes. Underline nesting boxes. In the second bullet point, there is the word nesting boxes. So in the audio, when they say nesting boxes, you know audio has reached here. Tracking the audio is very, very important. If you are going on with the audio, you will find the answer. And if you are ahead of the audio or behind the audio, you will never find the answer. Anyways, nesting boxes. Now, question number 3. Next task is taking action to attract. Underline the word to attract. Whatever they use for to attract, right? For to attract, they might use any other word. To attract or to make something attractive. So, to attract dash to the place. Now, they are going to attract the birds, for example. They are going to attract the birds to the place. They are going to attract tourists to the place. Right? For example, they say, we are going to make this place good so that many tourists come here. Many tourists come here means attract the tourists. Okay? So they are going to do it in a way.
We also manage a nature reserve, and there's a lot to do there all year round. For example, because it's a popular place to visit, we spend a lot of time looking after the paths and making sure they're in good condition for walking.
I could certainly help with that.
Good. And we have a program of creating new habitats there. We've just finished making and installing nesting boxes for birds to use, and next we're going to work on encouraging insects. They're important for the biodiversity of the reserve.
They certainly are.
Encouraging insects. Now, what is the word for attract? Encouraging. Exactly. I'm playing this one again. Focus, encouraging, and then there is the
We
answer.
also manage a nature reserve, and there's a lot to do there all year round. For example, because it's a popular place to visit, we spend a lot of time looking after the paths and making sure they're in good condition for walking.
I could certainly help with that.
Good. And we have a program of creating new habitats there. We've just finished making and installing nesting boxes for birds to use, and next we're going to work on encouraging insects.
Okay, next we are going to work on encouraging insects. Encouraging and attract, they are same words. Let's go on. Question number 4. Identifying types of dash. Underline the word types of and write their species of. As they are talking about animals and birds and all that. Types of, for types of they can also use sort of. S-O-R-T-S. Sorts of. Types of, sorts of, kind of, species of, or anything like that. So let's see. Identifying types of.
Oh, and we're also running a project to identify the different species of butterflies that visit the reserve. You might...
Different species of butterflies. So different species of butterflies, and here they say types of butterflies. Good. Listen again.
Oh, and we're also running a project to identify the different species of butterfly.
To identify different species of butterfly. Now you understand, whatever is written before the blank, they use rewording of that and you'll get the answer. Question number 5. Building a new dash. Now building is related to construction. In IELTS reading and listening, for building they can use the word building, making, constructing, creating, or any other thing. And then they have used the word new. Now always remember, in listening or in reading, whenever they use the word new, they usually replace it. For example, if I say, I'm going to buy another mobile. Another mobile means new mobile. Okay, so they might use the word new for that. And if I say, I'm going to replace my mobile. I'm going to replace my mobile means I'm going to buy a new mobile. Okay, so replace, another, one more, these type of words they use. Now just focus the synonym of new and you will find the answer.
Another job we're doing at the reserve is replacing the wall on the southern side, between the parking area and our woodshed. It was badly damaged in a storm last month.
Okay.
Parking. No, well done. Replacing the wall at the parking side. Please listen again.
Another job we're doing at the reserve is replacing the wall on the southern side.
Replacing the wall on the southern side. So replacing the wall means building a new wall. Now you need to understand this language. Again, language of question booklet you are holding and language of audio. And these two languages are different. Okay, once you understand, you're going to be fine with it. Okay. Let's go on. Forthcoming events. Now, they have some events to come. And Saturday is already written. Forthcoming events, Saturday. Just underline the word car park. Because in the first point, there is no question. When there is a bullet point without a question, just underline an important word there. So we underlined here, car park. Next, question number 6. Walk across the sands and reach the dash. Now listen. You will walk across the sand and reach some place. For example, reach the castle. There is a castle, you will walk across the sand, रेत से गुजर के जाएंगे and you'll reach the castle. So reach the dash means the destination. Okay, or after walking through the sands where you are going to reach, that will be the answer. Say, if they say you will have to walk through the sands and then you will reach the beach. So answer is beach. Okay, and for reach, they will not use reach, they will use any other word. But just keep in mind, after walking through the sands, where will you go? That will be the answer.
Then, as I said, we have a program of events as well, both at the weekend and during the week.
Right. I presume you have guided walks. I'd like to get to know the local countryside as I'm new to the area.
Yes, we do. The next walk is to Ruston Island a week on Saturday. We'll be meeting in the car park at Dunsmore Beach at low tide. That's when the sands are dry enough for us to walk to the island without getting wet.
Sounds good.
The island's a great place to explore.
To walk to the island. To walk to the island means to reach the island. Once you understand this thing, then you will eat IELTS. Okay? You will eat IELTS listening. You say, I'll kacha chaba jaunga, like that. So, to walk to the island and all that. Please listen to it again. I'm playing the audio second time, so guys, you guys make sure. Okay? We got plenty of time.
Then, as I said, we have a program of events as well, both at the weekend and during the week.
Right. I presume you have guided walks. I'd like to get to know the local countryside as I'm new to the area.
Yes, we do. The next walk is to Ruston Island a week on Saturday. We'll be meeting in the car park at Dunsmore Beach at low tide. That's when the sands are dry enough for us to walk to the island without getting wet.
Okay, sand is dry enough for us to walk to the island without getting wet and all that. And they use the word island 3-4 times. You can easily answer. Okay, next, question number 7. Take a picnic, just underline the word picnic. When in the audio they say you can take a picnic, you know they're talking about it. Question number 7. Where appropriate. Wow, underline the word appropriate. For appropriate, they can use now, I tell you, for appropriate, they usually use the word suitable. Okay, appropriate and suitable. Okay, but now they do one more, they do more things. For appropriate, they can use the word waterproof. Appropriate, for example, if the answer is appropriate coat, for example, they might use the word waterproof coat. Now, waterproof coat means appropriate coat. Okay, so now let's see whatever the other word, this is what we call rewording, paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is the same thing. I say cup and I say a container which holds hot liquids. A container which holds hot liquids, that is also cup. Bottle, a container that holds water. A plastic container that holds water inside. So this is what we call rewording. They do it like that. अगर सीधा सीधा बोलने, IELTS listening is not a problem. उल्टा करके बोलते हैं, अपने अंग्रेजों को भी नहीं आता होगा. वो भी कहेंगे, oh my gosh, is it IELTS? Very difficult, okay? Yeah, even English people cannot get 9 out of 9. Especially in reading. IELTS reading, and sometimes they may be confused in listening also. And speaking, yes, they might get 9, but writing also they will not get 9. Have we ever got 100% marks in Urdu? Never. So how can they get, huh? Okay, all right, let's see. I'm going to play the audio, so please focus.
It's also an ideal location for seeing seals just off the coast or even on the beach.
Okay, and is there anything we should bring? Like a picnic, for instance?
Yes, do bring one, as it's a full-day walk. And of course, it'll be wet walking across and back, so make sure your boots are waterproof.
I must buy a new pair.
Make sure your boots are waterproof. Waterproof means appropriate. Well done. Boots. B-U-T-S. B-O-O-T-S. Okay. Very good. Boots is the right answer. All right. Okay, guys. Now we go on. Woodwork session. They have a session woodwork. Very simple, where you learn how to make things out of wood. Woodwork session. Suitable for dash to participate in. Suitable for dash. It means type of participants. The level of competence or anything like that. Suitable for dash to, for example, suitable for children to participate in. Suitable for young people to participate in. Suitable for women. Anything like that. All right, let's see what do they use for that.
Well, I'd definitely like to come on the walk.
Great. Then later this month we're having a one-day woodwork session in Hopton Wood.
I've never tried that before. Is it okay for beginners to take part?
Definitely.
Is it okay for beginners to take part? Definitely. So, suitable for, and what is the word for suitable? Is it okay for beginners to take part? Definitely. Is it okay? Is it okay means suitable. And beginners, how do you spell beginners? B-E-G-I-N-E-R-S. Double N. And over here, if you write single N, I've noticed one thing. They are making it more complicated. The words like litter. Many people are not even familiar with the word litter. And beginner. Now they are using, we call them confusing words. Words with confusing spelling. Now usually beginner, when you write beginner, you only know begin and ner. So you will write with single N, but single N answer is wrong. So they're making it more confusing by using such type of words. Okay, beginners is the right answer. Making dash out of wood. Underline the word out of. आज IELTS को बेनकाब कर दूंगा मैं. Okay? Listen. Whenever they use the word out of plastic, out of wood, they, for example, let's select the name bottle. Okay? They say, we'll make a bottle out of wood. For that in the audio, they will use the word wooden bottle. What will they say? Wooden bottle. If they say we'll make a bottle out of plastic, for that they use plastic bottle. Plastic bottle. Okay? If they say we'll make a cup made of ceramics, so ceramic cup. Ceramic cup and all that. Clear? Now let's start. Question number 9. You should see what are they going to make.
I'd love to be able to make chairs.
That's probably too ambitious for one day. You'll be starting with wooden spoons. And of course, learning how to use the tools.
All right. Zarani बहुत तेज है. कहती मैं पहले दिन ही कुर्सियां बनावांगी. Okay. She said, I would like to start with chairs. Right? So what is the answer? Spoons. And they use the word wooden spoons. See that? Wooden spoons and spoons out of wood. I play this one again. Listen to her. पहले दिन ही कुर्सियां बनाएंगी.
I'd love to be able to make chairs.
That's probably too ambitious for one day. You'll be starting with wooden spoons. And of course, learning how to use the tools.
Okay, you would be starting with wooden spoons. So, spoons out of wood. Answer is spoon. S-P-O-N-S. Well done. See again confusing thing. Spoons. Yeah. Huh? Cheers was a trap. Yeah. He said that's too. And one more thing. You can learn very good sentences from part 1. As he said, that's too ambitious for one day workshop. I mean, you can pick up these sentences and speak in your IELTS speaking and get your desired band, okay? Let's go on. Question number 10. But before that, we've got 17th and time and all that. Cost of session, no camping. This is how they trap you. Now, they will tell you 2 costs. One cost with camping and second cost without camping. And it is also possible they will tell you third cost also. Now, what will be your answer? Cost without camping. And they've used the word no. For no, they might use the word without. Or if you don't want to take camping, then it will cost you. And can you see one thing? Pound sign is given. Now they will give you currency sign. So you don't have to write currency. And one more thing I would like to tell you. If they say 10 pounds 50, you will write it as 10.50. If they say it will cost you 21 pounds 85. 21 pounds 85. What does that mean? 21.85. So whenever they use currency in the middle and there is a number before and after, replace that currency into a dot. If they say it will cost you $10.89. $10.89. What does that mean? 10.89. $10.89. Good. So let's see what is the cost of the session.
When is it?
It's on the 17th from 10 a.m. until 3. There's a charge of £35, including lunch, or £40 if you want to camp in the wood.
I should think I'll come home the same day. Well, I'd certainly like to join the group.
So, 40 pounds, well done. Who said that? एक ने सही आंसर दिया, बाकी सारे दोबारा सुनिएगा, ठीक है? एक ने सही आंसर दिया, बाकी सारे पागल हो गए ने. Please listen.
When is it?
It's on the 17th from 10 a.m. until 3. There's a charge of £35, including lunch, or £40 if you want to camp in the...
£40 if you want to camp. So 35, no camping, right? 35, and if you want to go for camping, then it is more. So answer is 35, and you will write 35 as a number. Now listen. IELTS listening part 1 can be confusing. And by the way, if the first question you fail to answer, you will take a very bad start. You will be just like this, oh my God, pehla hi miss ho gaya. Okay, so be extra careful, and you need to practice from such type of books where they have used a variety. And they have used the words which are confusing words for non-native speakers. Words like litter, and then beginner. So these words are confusing words for non-native speaker. They check your spelling as well. Otherwise, IELTS listening is not meant to check your spelling. It is not a spell checker thing. They usually write simple words because they have to check your listening and understanding. But now there are some complicated words, so you need to be careful. Thank you.